guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hello, welcome, thank you so much for stopping by. Today's video is going to be this reindeer look right here, and I'm going to be using these brushes right here. Sorry, these antlers are like falling off. I did not do the best job sticking them on. And I was sent these brushes from Duaiu, and they had contacted me asking if they could send me their makeup brushes and do a video on them. So I did use all these brushes today except for this little guy. I've so far really enjoyed these brushes, and you'll get to see them apply all this makeup on. I'm going to be sitting like this because this antler just wants to keep coming off, but I will have the link for these brushes down below for you guys if you are wanting to check them out. And if you want to see how they perform and how I got this reindeer look, then just keep on watching. Alrighty, so everything is done with just makeup. That way if you guys want to recreate it and you don't have body paint, you don't have to feel left out, and it can be easily recreated just with using makeup products. So the brushes I'm using are from Duaiu. And like I said in the intro, these were sent to me, but using them and the opinions you are going to hear while I use them are my own. They aren't paying me to make a good review on it. They just asked if they could send me some brushes to test out in a video. So that's what I'm doing. And they are on Amazon, so I will leave a link for them down below. They are super affordable. I can't remember the price off the top of my head, but they are very affordable. And it came in this really beautiful like marble travel case. Is that what they're called? Brush holder travel case. And these are what the brushes look like inside, and they are marbled as well. We're just going to try one out right now and see. It does all come with plastic. That is so soft. Okay, definitely excited to use these. I'm going to take all the plastic off of them and then we'll get on with it. So it says Kabuki foundation, eyeshadow, lip liner, blush, and powder brushes. You really do have everything you need in here. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of flat foundation brushes in general, so it's nothing against the brush set. It's just my personal preference. I'm going to end up using one of the buffing type brushes, I think, for foundation instead of this one, but I'll definitely be using this one for body paint. Alright, so first I'm just going to take my Benefit Professional Hydrating Primer, and I've done my skincare, my moisturizer and all that, and I do have my eyebrows on, but like I almost always have my eyebrows on before doing videos. And then for my brows, I just used the Benefit Ka-Brow, and I'm in the shade number 5. And then I used a little bit of the Benefit Ready Set Brow to hold them up in place. Alright, so then for foundation, I'm going to be using my Fenty foundation in the shade 190. So I'm going to be using this one since I do enjoy how this one applies with the brush, even though I do prefer it with a sponge. I just want to give the foundation brush a fair shot. I don't want to use it with something I don't apply using any other foundation brushes. Just, again, I want it to be fair for this brush, and it's so far blending everything really nicely. I don't know, I might give the flat one a shot for the other side of my face, and if it doesn't turn out, I can always just go over it with this one. Alright, so I am just going to give it a shot and see how it works for the other side. Alright, so what I'm noticing is I just really want to like go in and like buff it like I'm so used to. But this one I'm really just painting it on, and it's applying better than I expected it. But it's still not my preference. It was definitely a lot easier to get around my brow with this kind of brush though. Alright, so now I'm going to take this cream contour stick from Anastasia in this shade Mink, and I'm going to contour, and it's okay if it's not that sharp of a contour. This is just going to give us a outline, and I'm using the same brush I used for the foundation. This is where it's scaring me because I don't normally do nose contour because it's a lot of extra work and I'm scared of it. I'm also going to bring it up and over here like a deer, just make the top of my nose more broad. I don't know. Guys, like I said, I'm horrible with explaining what I'm doing because I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. I kind of just like look at where something needs to go. So I'm trying, so I'm sorry if my talk through is not very helpful. So now I'm going to take my Milani concealer in the shade Light Vanilla with this small flat brush. I think it's like an eyeshadow brush, but it might be a concealer brush. That's the only downside. I wish these brushes were specifically labeled of what they were. Even though you could use brushes for whatever reason, you don't just have to use a blush brush for blush or foundation brush for foundation. And then now for a little bit more warmth before we go into some powder products, I'm going to take some of my Benefit Do the Hoola. If you watched my one dip makeup challenge, I think it was, where I used that, I did not like how it looked underneath the foundation because it just like blended on top of the primer and everything weird. I don't know if it was just like the time I let it set, but I have used this on top of foundation since, and I do like it a lot better. Now I'm going to take this brush. It's like a flat top brush. It could be for foundation, but I am going to be using this for some concealer just to add more shape to the face. Alright, so I just wiped off the foundation that was on here, and I'm going to go take some loose powder. This is the Ciate London, the Everyday Vacay one. I'm just going to use this on this brush because I think this is the best option I have for setting. And I'm going to set the under eyes with it. So before going in with powder on the rest of the face, I'm going to just take this cream highlight. We've been doing cream with everything else, so I want to just do a little bit of cream highlight. Alright, so I'm taking the blush brush, I think it is. Maybe it's just a powder brush, but I'm going to use this for the powder before using it to apply blush. And I'm just going to tap it all over and set everything. For blush, we're going to go into the Benefit Dallas and just apply that kind of where we put the bronzer, not the contour. The brush is just so soft. I'm obsessed with this one. So now taking this angled, maybe this was the blush brush, maybe it's just a contour brush. Guys, I really don't know what these brushes are. But I'm going to take my Tarte Park Avenue Princess palette, just emphasize where we did the cream contouring. This bronzer is so pigmented, holy cow. I am way overdoing it with it if it was a normal makeup look. I am just going to blend it out a little bit with the brush we used for powder and blush. So now taking the fan brush and the Fenty Beauty Mean Money and Hustla Baby highlighter, we're going to go in with the more blinding highlight. Alright, so I went ahead and did this eye off camera just to get an idea of how I wanted it to look, but I'm going to take this flat eyeshadowy brush and my MAC paint pot and use this to prime my eyes. So now I'm going to take this deep plummy brown shade, apply this into the crease. Taking this shade, applying this just above that. Then taking this light brown shade to just blend that out just a little bit more. Now taking this small detailed type brush and the Makeup Revolution Cut Crease Canvas, we are going to cut the crease. And then this shimmery shade right here for the lid, the outer part here as well. Taking that same shimmer shade on this small pencil brush. Alright, so now taking some of this NYX Lid Lingerie with that same lip liner brush, we're going to do the white on the lower lash line. And now we're going to go in with a black eyeliner and outline that. Now taking the black eyeshadow, we're going to go just under and around this just to smoke out a little bit and make the lines a little bit more crisp since that liner is starting to dry out on me. Taking this contour shade again, and now we're going to do the nose. And a black pencil eyeliner and tight line. I'm just taking a little bit more of the liner on the lip liner brush, and we're just going to bring this inner corner in a little bit more. Now just apply some mascara with the smallest fluffy brush and this lightest brown shade. We're going to just emphasize the lower lash line and around where we did the eyeliner. Alright, so now I'm just taking a black pencil liner and I'm going to do the nose. And then filling it in with the bigger eyeliner. Now taking the black eyeliner, I'm going to line my lips. And then I'm going to fill in the top lip with the Maybelline Superstay Liquid Lipstick in the black shade. And using the lip liner brush, we're going to just make it more like a deer mouth. Now taking the Chai Genius Superstay lipstick and applying this on the bottom lip. So I made some ears and popped on some homemade horns, which it does not blend that great right now, so just pretend it does. But our last step is to add the little white dots, and we're just going to use this white concealer for it from LA Girl. So then lastly, we're going to take a little bit more bronzer and do this down the neck. Alright guys, so that was it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I will have the link for these brushes linked down below for you guys, so you guys can check them out if you are interested. They're a great affordable brush set. Thank you again, Duaiu. I have no idea how to say that, so I'm so sorry. But yeah, thank you so much again for sending over the brushes. I really do enjoy them, and I can't wait to keep using them. And if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below and turn on the little bell notifications so you guys know every single time that I upload. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Tried to stop